Hi, everyone. I am author and speaker Laura Diehl, and also the founder of Grieving Parents Sharing Hope, GPS Hope. Today, it's November 25th, 2016. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, which means that today we are officially into the Christmas season. And I know for a lot of grieving parents, that is a horrible time of year. It almost feels cruel to those of us who have lost a child because everyone around us is getting in the holiday spirit and they're shopping and there's baking and cookies and decorations and gift giving and all the things that are supposed to bring us joy, that maybe have brought us joy in the past, and now it's so empty and so very painful. And for those of us who have other children, especially, we still have to somehow find a way to celebrate Christmas for the rest of the family and yet get through it somehow. And I want to talk about specifically hope. During this Christmas time and in our lives, the word itself, hope. We know that in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, it talks about how faith is the substance of things hoped for. And many years ago, I wrote in one of my Bibles, and this was way before Becca died and left this earth, our oldest daughter. I wrote down that to me, what I see is that hope is the seed that I plant that will grow, and it becomes faith, it becomes my trust, it becomes my anchor. And hope is the seed that I plant into God's faithfulness in my life. And it's not just kind of, it's not like our culture says, oh, I hope so, like I hope it's not going to rain. But the biblical sense of hope is that it is an assurance. It is something that we know we can count on because God says so. And I know that when our child has died, we feel like all of that has been shattered because there are so many promises that God has in His Word that we feel like He failed us on. And I'm not going to go into that right now. I have other videos that address that and things that I've written about that address that. But I want to come back to hope and talk about, for me, hope is that seed that I plant. It's something that kind of like when a woman gets proposed to. She doesn't say, I hope I'm going to get married. Um, in that sense that, oh, I hope this works out. That hope has become like a seed planted that is being watered and fertilized towards the actual marriage and the wedding. It's something that's going to happen, but it's still in the future, and it's still something that you have to prepare for. And faith is when that wedding happens and she's married. So I guess that's the best analogy I can come up with, if that makes sense to you. So anyway, this Christmas, I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for words of hope. I was actually out there in the Black Friday shopping. I went with my daughter and my oldest son, and we had a very enjoyable time. And so I started looking around to find words of hope that I can buy and bring back into my home, so I can plant these seeds of hope through the Christmas season and be surrounded by hope in my home. Things like a Christmas ornament, maybe towels, maybe a pillow, anything that has the word hope. And actually, what's got me started thinking about this was the year after Becca died, we had started at a new church, and I actually went to the ladies' Christmas event that they had. I didn't know hardly anybody. I made myself go, and they had these beautiful table decorations. And of course, it was one of those events where someone from the table gets to take the decoration home, and it wasn't me. But the woman who actually won the decoration at our table blessed me with it. And she said, I want you to have this. I really don't, I probably wouldn't enjoy it. And I want to give it to someone, and I want you to have it. And it has been something that, even though it's a Christmas decoration, it sits right here in my prayer room. all the time. I never take it down because it gives me hope. And there have been times I've been laying on the floor in my prayer room, sometimes literally crying to the Lord, and I look up and I see this decoration with the word hope on it. And there's something about it that just helps restore my soul and helps settle me and brings peace back in a new way. And so I thought, it'd be really awesome if I just started looking around this Christmas season as I'm shopping for words of hope that I can just put all over my house and decorate my house with the word and the seed of hope. And you know how every video I literally end with the word hope. And so I want to end by showing you this decoration that I was blessed with. Let me reach over and get it here and see if I can uh, get it to you here. There, isn't that pretty? I don't know if you can really see it, but it's beautiful. It's all Christmassy, and there's the word hope. So remember, we are here to be a light of hope in your place of darkness. And I hope you go out and do the same thing. Fill yourself, surround yourself with words of hope and seeds of hope this Christmas season.